Hello and welcome back everybody. It's Complicated Relationships Reddit Stories. Hope you guys are safe and healthy. Now let's see what the story is about today. Well, let me see. You find out your wife is being unfaithful and having a secret relationship with a married man. You decide to separate after confronting her and agree to have family days on her request for the sake of your daughter, but you still feel she's not doing her part and talking to her AP all day, neglecting your daughter. Now let's see how this story goes.
It's been a little over a week since I found out my wife has been unfaithful. Still trying to determine the damage and what actually occurred. I found out by complete accident because I totally trusted her. Now, I feel like I'm dealing with a sudden death, maybe my own or maybe someone very close. The pain is more than I can bear sometimes. I've already committed to staying and working through this, however, she needs time to think. I guess the reality is that maybe she still cares for the other guy, and he doesn't know the extent that I know. The day I figured it out, she knew something was up. Although I was torn up, I couldn't vocalize it yet. I immediately wanted to stop any intimacy, yet my wife was acting more affectionate than ever towards me. Morning cuddling, nighttime intimacy, the best it's been in a while. She even went on a mission to find me the best sleep aid medicine. In reality, I knew guilt was at play. I thought maybe I shouldn't say anything because this seems good. The truth was that I felt like I was slowly dying and could no longer play the part. I broke the news to the extent I knew, and she flipped blame towards me initially, but slowly backtracked. I made a therapy appointment for myself immediately. Now I'm just trying to play house and not overstep my new boundaries. We also have a beautiful 12-year-old daughter, and we both don't want to hurt her. I broke down this morning because the cuddling has stopped and awkward silence has set in. We've been married for 14 years and together for 23 since high school. We were each other's firsts and I need to make it work.
Well, it's the end of part 1. Let's quickly get into the update.
As hard as it is, my soon-to-be ex-wife and I plan family days from time to time for the benefit of our 12-year-old daughter. She specifically said she wanted those days. Those days can be difficult because it brings back fairly recent memories of when I found out she was having a relationship with a married man. She's in another world, disconnected, texting away. The issue I have is when I was at the house yesterday for our family day, it apparently was also shower time for both females, which was awkward. My 12-year-old daughter called out for her mother at the top of her lungs, and I hear no response. I yell up the stairs to my ex and hear no response. I go upstairs and talk to my daughter through the door, and she says she needs mom. I call my ex through the bedroom door with no answer. I knock and ask for permission to come in and get no response. I opened the door and stepped into the room and noticed she was in the master bathroom talking on the phone. I called her name again and still got no response. I hear her say, "So are you going to play baseball and then hit the weight room?" I just walk out the door and tell my daughter that I can try to help her. My ex comes out of the room and I ask if she had heard us calling for her. She said, "No, I was in the shower." I said, "No, you were on the phone." She said, "Oh, I was talking to mom on the phone," which is BS. Mom doesn't play baseball and hit the weight room. That same week, my ex told me that my daughter was freaking out the other day, looking for her, and she said that she was out walking the dog. My daughter actually had to call her to have her come back. Pretty sure she was on the phone with her AP. She acts like she's on something when she's in contact with him, like she is high or something. I hate that she tells me I was on the phone with, I'm going out with. Trust me, I don't ask these questions. I just want to discuss pickup and drop-off times. The extra information is what this long post is about. We are filing divorce paperwork this Friday, and I'm thinking of bringing up the fact that she keeps telling me extra information that I know are lies. I don't want to know, especially lies that I know are untrue. I want to call her out. I know for a fact that her friends questioned her about the relationship and she lied. I know when friends and family find out, she will destroy those relationships. Should I even care?
Well, that's all we have from the original story. Please let us know your thoughts in the comment section. In the meantime, we have some good advice from one of our listeners.
Since divorce is imminent and relationship is not a secret, just let it go. No family nights. Enjoy daughter and create a whole other life and build it into a happy life. Let karma have a chance. But if you feel insistent on telling AP's spouse, at least wait until divorce is finalized and be prepared for some very rocky co-parenting. Personally, I'd do the latter. two married people stepping out, being betrayed, but that's just me. I think I'd feel a little vindictive, but wait until divorce is final so that it's just a drop of a situation. High road or low road? Hard choice.
Well, before we go to the next story, let's listen to a comment by Blue Dolphin 1221.
I don't think the issue is as much as she is lying, it is more the issue that she is ignoring your daughter's needs. You have something to voice there. She needs to be more present for her. On another note, have you contacted the AP's BS? Also, why are you not letting people know what caused the end of your marriage? Your soon-to-be ex-wife chose to break your marriage vows. Why are you still protecting her? Please stop doing so. Let everyone know who she has turned into.
Here is the reply by OP.
You are absolutely correct. I've been making up excuses for my entire relationship. It's a behavior I'm working on. I've crafted messages ready to go to AP's BS. I haven't done that yet. My therapist told me that he'll mess it up on his own. It's hard being that other spouse. It was a terrible time of my life. I thought I was lost and wouldn't make it. I don't know the AP's BS, but I can't think of what I would do if she couldn't handle it. I know they will mess up.
Well, if you're enjoying the video so far, please give us a thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel. In story number 2, OP says he discovered his wife is seeing another man behind his back.
For some background, we had already been discussing separating because neither of us were happy in our marriage, but nothing had been filed yet. I've had a gnawing feeling that she's been unfaithful for the last 8 months, and we've only been married for 10 months. She didn't have a history of cheating, at least not in our relationship that I know of for certain. I confronted her about it around 2 months ago, and she talked me down. Well, she gaslighted me. Told me I was being paranoid and overbearing, all that wonderful stuff you want to hear from your spouse. I dropped it for a while, but the feeling never went away and actually got stronger. There was no intimacy, she wouldn't hug me, and wouldn't even hold hands with me. Physical affection is a love language for me, and her frigidity only ramped up my anxiety and suspicion. We started arguing every single day about it, and finally agreed to separate. The very next day, not even 24 hours later, I decided I couldn't take not knowing anymore and went through her phone while she was asleep. In all the time we have been together, I've never once asked to see it. What I found was the most disgusting texting I've ever had the misfortune of reading, and very explicitly proving exactly what I had been afraid of. I screenshotted it and sent it to myself through her Facebook Messenger. I wanted her to know that she'd been found out. I quietly packed my necessities and left. I sent the screenshots to all of our friends and to her family to prove that I wasn't just being paranoid, and went to my best friend's house to crash until I can figure out what to do. Then today, she changed her relationship status to single, starts sharing overtly revealing posts, starts sharing posts that are aimed at degrading and making me the bad one, and she messages this same friend bragging about the great relations that she's having now, pictures included. Naturally, my friend screenshot this and sent them to me at my request, so I can have them for court. Fortunately, we don't have any children, so I'm the only one who has to absorb all of this. I've got a really solid support system offline, and I'm speaking to several lawyers next week, but this kind of thing has never happened to any of my friends or family before. I'm at a complete loss because even with all the suspicions I had, I really didn't want to believe my instincts. I think the only thing that is helping me keep my sanity is focusing on what I need to get done. I told her before I found all of this out that I wanted her to wait until everything was finalized and I was moved out to pursue other relationships, to which she responded with, "I'm not comfortable with that." The last 2 days have been quite the roller coaster, and I'm having a really hard time processing all of this. I still intend to legally separate from her, but it wounds my pride knowing that it seems like legally, from all I've read about my state's laws, she's going to get off the hook. I really hope a lawyer will give me some good news on Tuesday, because even with the support I have, I still feel lost, I guess. I can't comprehend what has just happened to my life. I don't understand what was wrong with just waiting a little while longer, or even just her having the decency to be more discreet about the fact that she was cheating.
Well, she had a clean, easy way out. Why ruin that? Here is the update.
It's been a little over 6 months since I posted last in this group, so I thought I'd give an update that might lift the spirits of anyone dealing with their own situation. I'm doing well. I still have bad days every so often where my sense of self-worth is non-existent, but I've been blessed with people coming back into my life who not only lift me up, but hold me accountable as well, who block my path into bitterness and anger. I got into therapy not long after my original post, and that forced me to confront some demons that have plagued me since childhood and really made me look at life from a different perspective. I've had time and space to reevaluate and reorient myself in my career, and as a result of that, I've just accepted a life-changing job opportunity. My mental wellness is better, my physical wellness is better, and my worldview is more positive than it has ever been in my life. I know we're all different and have different circumstances, but I guess what I'm trying to get across is that it really does get better. Mostly in small ways, but those small ways add up. They add up and they matter. It's easy to be cynical and bitter, and there is a time and place for those feelings. Just don't let them consume you. Don't live there. Feel it, acknowledge it, and let it go. It's not for them, it's for you. It's the first gift you can give yourself in times of crisis.
Well, OP, I'm so happy to hear that things have turned out all right. I'm glad karma is working hard to make it right. All the best to you, OP. Please like, comment, and share the video if you enjoyed it. Also, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you will be notified when we upload the next video. Take care.